Hey, this is George G. Welcome to George G's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing today? From this wonderful weekend this weekend. And wherever we're watching this, hopefully someone's watching it. Today we're going to do, my ranking of one of my favorite bands, Rush. I never got into Rush until later years. I wasn't into when they initially came out. I know some songs, obviously, but never really listened to too much of them. They're really a band that's have so many different eras. I mean, they got their early era, which is their first album is pretty much based in Zeppelin meets Sabbath, like that kind of hard rock from the 70s, and they move into when Neil Peart comes in the band to a little more progressive, and then they have some progressive albums, and then they stop that, and then they go to more simpler albums, still complicated music, but not as longer songs or epic songs. And they go into their synth stage, and then they go back to their hard rock again. And that's kind of when they stayed into the hard rock from early 90s to their end of their career when they stopped. You've got 19 albums, which is pretty good. And I gotta say, I like all the albums. Even if they're ranked on the bottom, there's like I said, ones that are better than others, but doesn't mean I don't like the ones that are at the bottom. You got to rank them somewhere when you do this ranking. Especially with a band that's got so many albums. 19 albums is a lot. So anyway, excuse me. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this, and again, they're not too hard to rank. Some of them were. The middle ones are always hard. The ones I like the best are easy to put. The bottom ones, and they're I had to listen to them all, so I've listened to them lately. That's why I decided to do this. You get it fresh in your mind. I'd rather do a ranking when you're more fresh in your mind. So anyway, we're going to start with this one. And my number 19 is from 91, and that's Roll the Bones. And again, it's not a bad album. It's just not one of my least favorite one. This is when I started trying to go a little bit heavier direction with the guitars, because it's got the synth era of the band. It's a little bit more. Dreamline is good, like Bravado. Roll the Bones is good. There's silly rap in it, but I don't mind it. It's not like it's rap today. It's rap, but it's just maybe a spoofing rap. I don't know. It's not bad though. What do you call it? Heresy is good. A Ghost of a Chance. You Bet Your Life. There's good songs on it. It's just not my favorite one from Rush. That's my number 19. My number 18, maybe surprised some people I think like this one a lot. I don't have too much time with it. It's like one of the newer albums I got by them, but doesn't mean it's bad. And that's from 07. That's Snakes and Arrows. And again, it's a good album. I just haven't got that's why it's kind of low, because it's kind of new. It's still good though. I love the song Far Cry, Armor and Sword. Working the Angels is really good. Spindrift, Faithless, Bravest Face, We Hold On. There's good songs on it. Like I said, there's good ones. Just hasn't grabbed me totally yet. It might go up to my own ranking as time goes on, but that's number 18. It's still a good album. My number 17 is one actually used to be my least favorite album, but it's actually really pretty good. I mean, after listening to it for a while, and that was 1985's Power Windows. They really got their synth stage, but The Big Money is such a good song. Red Design's Manhattan Project, another great song. Marathon, another great song. Middletown Dreams, Emotion Detector, Mystic Rhythms is another really good track on this. It's a good album. If you don't mind the keyboardy stuff, because people kind of checked out when they started doing this keyboard stuff and not too much the heaviness, but it's good. It's kind of almost a relaxing kind of album in a way, but it's good. I like it. That's my number 17. Let me cross these out. I forget where I'm at. Number 16 is another one that never used to like it, and it's also the first one where they really got their second one. They got the real keyboarding style and the sound. That's 1987's Hold Your Fire. There's another one everybody used to like. This one I really like. This another was really relaxing kind of for its own way it is. Force 10 is a great song. Time Stands Still. I love it. I love that song. The female vocalist is, I can't remember her name, but she's from the band Till Tuesday. Second Nature, Prime Mover, Mission, High Water. It's got some good tracks. It's a mellow album. This may not be everyone's favorite era of Rush, but I always thought this album was. But now I like this album a lot more than I did. So it's really pretty good. So that's my number 16. Number 15 is another album that I just kind of knew from it, but actually kind of resonated with me. I kind of liked it. That was trying to remember the year here, 1989's Presto. Another one I think two people like too much, maybe, but I thought it was pretty good. I want to be able to see this kind of dark in here, but Show Don't Tell, no, that's a really good one. Chain Lightning, War Paint, Scars, Superconductor, Red Tide, Hand Over Fist, Available Light. It's good stuff. It's a little bit heavier than get a little more out of the keyboard thing. This is the first time away from the keyboard stuff before Roll the Bones, and I just like this one a lot better than Roll the Bones. But yeah, so Presto, number 15. Number 14 is from 2002, and this is after a long absence, and that's Vapor Trails. And I don't have they have a new remix version. I don't really mind on this one. I know that they said the remix sounds better. I'm sure it does, but this is the one I have, and I don't mind it. I'm not that big a deal with that. I'm not too crazy with things unless it's really bad. That doesn't bother me. One Little Victory, Stealing Unlimited, Ghost Rider is really good. Vapor Trail, Sweet Miracle, Out of the Cradle, and Nocturne. It's late Rush, and I always think late Rush is really good no matter what they did. So this was just one. Some people like the production or the way it sounds, but I didn't mind. But that's my number 14. My number 13 is also later Rush, but another one I always like this one. That's from 1996, and that's Test for Echo. And I always like the cover too. It's different. Rush has some different odd covers, but I love the song. Test for Echo. Driven is a great song, really good. Time and Emotion, Totem, Dog Years. Silly title, but a really good song. That's a good song. Carve Away, Stone. I mean, really good. It's a good album. I like this one. I don't know. I like them anyway. And my number 12 is their last album from 2012, which is Clockwork Angels. This is really good. I mean, they went out on really good because since they stopped touring, obviously stopped touring after this album. They did the tour for it. They stopped, and then we lost Neil Peart. I mean, it's a sad loss of Neil Peart. Really one of the greatest drummers ever. But they went on a high mark with this album. Pretty much every song on this is great. The Caravan, BUTB, Clockwork Angels, Halo Effect, 7 Cities of Gold, Headlong Flight, Wish Them Well, The Garden. Every song on this is just great. It's a really good way to end their recording career with this album. So that's why it's my number 12. All right, now my number 11. There's one maybe put up a little higher on their list, but for me, it's here, and it's still a good album, don't get me wrong. And it's from 1982, and that's Signals. It's got some pretty famous songs on here. Got Subdivisions and New World Man. Subdivisions is a fantastic song. Analog Kid, Digital Man, Losing It, Countdown. It's good. It's when it started getting into more keyboardy thing, but it's still got the little edge from moving pictures and stuff, but yeah, Signals. So Signals is still good. I like that one too. I like them all. Like I said, I'm going to say I like them all. That's just the way it is. That's my number 11. My number 10 is their more comeback to heaviness, and that's from 1993, and it's Counterparts. I first heard Stick It Out, which has got a great heavy guitar lick from Alex Lifeson. And Geddy Lee just does a great job over it too. This is actually the first album I bought after bought a compilation. This is the first one. I've had this one forever. I got this one that's brand new. Animate is another great song. Nobody's Hero. Cold Fire. Everyday Glory. The whole thing is great. It's just like this is what Modern Rush at the time should have sounded like after got out of the keyboard age. But this is a fantastic album. One of my favorites. My number 9 is from 84. I'd be surprised this is kind of high, but it's Grace Under Pressure. Something about this one I always liked. The one Distant Early Warning is on this one, and Red Sector A. After Image, The Enemy Within, The Body Electric, Kid Gloves, Red Lenses, Between the Wheels. All the songs are great. There are 3 songs on these albums. There's like 8 songs on it, but something about this one just resonated with me too. I love Grace Under Pressure. That's my number 9. My number 8 is Farewell to Kings from 77. Another great album. This was, of course, got the single "Closer to the Heart." You still hear that on the radio. But the title track, "Battle with Kings," Xanadu, "Cinderella Man," of course, Cygnus X1. Great song, Cygnus X1. If you listen to anything in this album, listen to that one. If you don't know, you also should know "Closer to the Heart" by now. But anyway, that's my number 8. My number 7 is one that's, if you're a Rush fan, you really love it. If you're not too much a fan, you don't get it. This is one album people didn't get. It's their first kind of concept kind of deal with some of their songs, and this was 1975's "Caress of Steel." And I love Caress of Steel. I think it's great. I mean, it's a little strange, but they have a couple of songs that are on here. "Bastille Day" and "Lakeside Park." That's kind of the songs from an album, from the, I guess they put on the greatest hits kind of thing. But it's got a song called "I Think I'm Going Bald," which is pretty silly, but it's a good song. And then you have like the two, like, what do you call it? Epic, what do you call it? Concept songs. "Necromancer," and then the other one is "The Fountain of Lamaneth." But a really good album. You have to really be into Rush and get this kind of stuff. But it's got some heavy stuff on it, good guitar work. I like it. I think it's a really good sleeper kind of an album. That's my number 7. My number 6 is another one, the pretty famous album from 1980. It's "Permanent Waves." Permanent Waves is another great album. This has got, of course, "Spirit of the Radio" and "Free Will." And that's, those are 2 great songs. "Jacob's Ladder," another great one. "Entre Nous" and "Different Stages," "Natural Science." This has only got 6 songs on it, but they're all great. This is one of their most popular albums, I believe. So, yeah, that's my number 6. And my number 5 is from 74, the debut. Always loved the debut. I mean, "Finding My Way," "Working Man," great songs. But then you got "Need Some Love," "Take a Friend." "What You're Doing" is great. "In the Mood," "Before and After." It's this is the heaviest of the time for like 70s heavy Rush. If you're not into the concept stuff or the progressive stuff, this is perfect. It's got the only album with John Rutsey on it, because Neil Peart had not joined the band yet, though. Still, he does incredible jobs, good job to it, So, first Rush album. That's my number 5. My number 4 is from 78, and that's "Hemispheres." Odd cover, great album. This has got Cygnus X1 Book 2. It's got that's got the whole, what do you call it? Another concept thing with that whole title, Cygnus X1. But this has got "Circumstances," got "The Trees," and the great instrumental "La Villa Streggiato." Such a great instrumental. Yeah, that's why "Hemispheres" is such a great album too. That's why it's my number 4. My number 3 is their most famous one from 1981. That's "Moving Pictures." And of course, that's Tom Sawyer, which I still love Tom Sawyer, and Red Barchetta and Limelight. They play them all the time. I still love them. It doesn't matter. YYZ, "The Camera Eye," "Witch Hunt," and "Vital Signs." The whole thing is just, they're at the top of their game with this one. And it's a classic for a reason. And most people own this one. So you know the album. I don't have to explain it to anybody with that. Leaves my last 2. Number 2 is 75's "Fly By Night." Love "Fly By Night." Anthem is it's probably my favorite Rush song ever. "Best I Can," "Beneath," "Between and Behind," "By Tor," and "The Snow Dog." "Fly By Night," the song, the title track. "Making Memories," "In the End." It's a great album. It really is. Good album. Recommended. And my number 1, of course, is from 76. Their big concept. Half their album is a concept. 2021-12. The Overture, "The Temples of Syrinx," is part of the whole first side. Discovery, Presentation, Oracle, Soliloquy, and grand finale. I mean, it's just the first half of the album is great concept, fantastic stuff. And the second half is just songs with "Passage to Bangkok," "Twilight Zone," "Lessons," "Tears," "Something for Nothing" is another great heavy song. Great. Rush is just such a great band. So sad they can't do anything. I would say nothing without Neil Peart, which I understand. That's perfectly understandable. But I never got to see them live, which is sad. I could have went, didn't get to go because of the price. But anyway, got the music, 19 hours listened to, plus I got some live stuff. And it's a great band. So anyway, that's my ranking of the Rush album. So if you guys like Rush and whatever albums you like, whatever way you put them in order, put them in the comments. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Listen to some Rush today. And anyway, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and keep rocking metal alive. We'll see you next time.